Hey everyone, just a quick ask before we get into the newscast. If you really like Wake Up, I would love it if you gave us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and drop a quick comment there to let people know about this newscast. It would really help people discover us. All right, on with the news. Wake up, Raleigh. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your local newscast for Thursday, February 12th. The Native-led advocacy group Triangle Native American Society is distributing Know Your Rights cards to tribal members amid concerns about possible detainments by immigration officials. Though no such incidents have been reported in North Carolina, similar cases elsewhere have raised anxiety among Native communities. The cards outline legal rights, including the right to remain silent and speak with a lawyer. Outreach Coordinator Trey Roberts of the Haliwa-Saponi tribe says members worry that their tribal IDs, especially from state-recognized tribes, won't be accepted as proof of citizenship. You can read more about this at WUNC. UNC Chapel Hill has adopted a new policy clearly regulating classroom recordings, following recent controversy over secret tapings. Students remain barred from recording classes without permission, a provision faculty say is essential, but the university has reserved the right to record classes without informing instructors in limited cases involving investigations or legal matters, with written approval from top officials. Faculty concerns prompted an added requirement for consultation with the faculty council chair. A series of undercover recordings elsewhere in the UNC system raised additional concern. UNC will publish an annual report tracking these requests. Read more about this in the News and Observer. Progressive advocates rallied at the state legislature earlier this week, urging North Carolina lawmakers to ease the growing financial burden on families. The Cost We Carry campaign, led by the Coalition Against Right-Wing Extremism, highlights how utility bills, food prices, and healthcare costs are straining household budgets. Organizers criticized Duke Energy for reporting nearly $5 billion in profits while seeking a residential rate hike. They also warned of rising healthcare premiums as federal subsidies expire. Advocates are calling for a finalized state budget, food security investments, and consumer protections. Read more about this at NC Newsline. The future of a controversial quarry near William B. Umstead State Park remains uncertain as Wakestone Corporation moves to appeal a ruling that could end its mining operations by 2031. A Wake County judge initially ruled that a sunset clause in the quarry's 1981 permit allows the state to take over the site at no cost after 50 years. The State Department of Environmental Quality chose not to appeal, but another judge has since allowed Wakestone to intervene. The Umstead Coalition, which brought the case, is challenging that decision. Read more about this at the News and Observer. And Sanford developers are backing away from building townhomes, signaling a retreat from the city's previous missing middle housing focus. Plans for the 163-acre Pendergrass Village project have been revised, replacing 195 planned townhomes with 427 single-family homes. The developer cites narrowing price differences between townhomes and detached homes in Sanford, along with a desire to offer varied lot sizes. Development is slated to begin next year. Similarly, Envision Homes' Rollingdale investment recently pivoted from townhomes to single-family units near downtown. Read more about this in the Triangle Business Journal. Our free newsletter is a quick local news digest, essentially this newscast in written form. Subscribe at wakeupral.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Wake Up Raleigh, and please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Raleigh.